All right, let's talk about something that's absolutely critical in any industrial operation: keeping your machinery running, no matter what. But what if your machines could actually talk to you? What if they could give you a heads up long before they're about to fail? Well, that's exactly the promise of remote vibration monitoring. It's a game changer, and we're going to dive into how it all works. Seriously, just take a second and think about this. What's the real cost when a critical piece of equipment suddenly breaks down? I mean, it's way more than just the repair bill, right? You've got lost production, you're missing deadlines, and then there's just the pure chaos of an emergency repair. Unplanned downtime. It's the absolute enemy of a smooth, profitable operation. So, what's the move? How do we fight back?
Well, the answer is actually pretty amazing. We give our machines a voice. We're going to look at how this idea of continuous monitoring is completely changing the game, giving you a 24/7 health report on your most important gear.
So, what is this thing really? At its heart, it's all about predictive maintenance. Now, this isn't your old school once a month spot check. No way. We're talking about sensors that are installed permanently on your equipment, and they are always on, constantly tracking vital signs like vibration and temperature, feeding you this live, nonstop stream of data. Here's the best way to think about it. The old way of doing things, that's like going to the doctor for a yearly checkup. Sure, it's good, but it's just one snapshot in time. A lot can go wrong in the 364 days in between, right? Continuous monitoring, on the other hand, that's like giving your most critical machines a 24/7 fitness tracker. It's always watching, it knows the baseline, and it spots trouble the instant it starts. Okay, so let's put these two strategies head to head. You've got the monthly checkups on one side and 24/7 vitals on the other. And believe me, the difference is, well, it's night and day. Let's break this down. With the old route-based analysis, you're getting data maybe once a month. It's just a snapshot, which means you're usually finding out about a failure, well, as it's happening. Not ideal. But with continuous monitoring, you're capturing data every single hour. That gives you the complete, ongoing picture you need to actually predict failures before they happen. And the best part? It's all automated and remote. Just to put a number on that, capturing data hourly instead of monthly, that's over 700 times more data. Let that sink in. 700 times. That is a massive leap in just being able to see what's going on. And you might be thinking, whoa, that sounds like a lot of data. But it's not about creating more noise. It's about creating clarity. All those extra data points mean you get much, much earlier warnings about potential problems. This lets your team make smart, proactive decisions instead of constantly being in firefighting mode, just reacting to the latest emergency. Okay, so let's get practical. How does this actually work? How do you go from some tiny little vibration on a pump to a scheduled repair that saves you from a massive headache? It really boils down to a super simple but really powerful system. It's basically a 4-step loop. Step 1, you've got these wireless sensors on your machines watching them 24/7. Step 2, smart software, the brains of the operation, detects an anomaly. Maybe it's a tiny change in vibration, a slight rise in temperature. It knows something's off. Step 3, bam! An alert gets sent out immediately, text, email, whatever, to the key people who need to know. And finally, step 4, your team can now schedule the repair proactively on your time long before it becomes a disaster. And here's what's so cool about this. It basically puts the power in everyone's hands. You don't need to be a PhD-level vibration expert to understand what's happening. You get an alert, you know a machine needs attention. Simple as that. It empowers your whole maintenance team to act on real information and make the right call. Look, at the end of the day, this isn't just about some cool new tech with blinking lights. This is about the real-world impact on the business. It's about building a plant that is safer, smarter, and, yeah, a whole lot more profitable. There's this great line that really just nails it. A more reliable plant is a more profitable plant. It's that simple. There's a straight, undeniable line between how well your equipment runs and how much money your operation makes. Uptime equals profit. So what does this all add up to? Well, a few really big things. You're going to improve the overall reliability of your plant. You're going to make things safer for your people because you're cutting down on those frantic emergency repairs. You're preventing that dreaded unplanned downtime. You're optimizing how you schedule maintenance, and you're protecting the huge capital investment you've made in your machinery. So really, it all boils down to a pretty fundamental choice, a fork in the road for any modern maintenance team. Are you going to keep playing defense, just reacting to problems as they pop up?
Or are you ready to go on offense and start predicting them?
Because that's the real key here. Adopting continuous monitoring isn't just about installing a new gadget. It is a complete shift in mindset. You stop being at the mercy of your equipment breaking down, and you start being the one in control. It's that crucial leap from reactive to predictive.
And that really leaves us with one final thing to think about. Take a hard look at your own operations. Is your maintenance strategy built for the past, or is it ready for the future? Because the technology to know what's coming, it's already here. The only real question left is, are we ready to start listening?